Uh, I got an email for something I've been waiting on a long time. It's my absentee ballot. Absentee ballots. I don't know if I can show all that information and that data out there, but this is real information. The absentee ballot form, you can only get this if you're a US citizen, if you're not somebody just on the internet talking shit from some Russian bot farm or whatever. So I'm qualified and able to vote. I told y'all before on my channel, there's two things that I do that allow me to talk shit so easily about everything. I don't pay taxes. I don't pay taxes to the US government, and I vote. I make sure I vote. And this is my first time getting a ballot abroad though. And I'm happy to have this. And this is for Louisiana. This is for the election that's coming up. And if you don't know how to get an absentee ballot, just go to voteabroad.org. It's a platform run by the Democrats abroad, but it allows anybody who's a Republican, independent, libertarian, fascist, communist, socialist, whatever, you can get your absentee ballot and vote abroad while we live outside of the empire, right? And on the ballot, we have Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump running for president. But we also have 7, 8 other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 8 other people running for president in the United States right now. And on this ballot, I'm very interested about all the other candidates, how they got there, what they stand for on the platform. And something I've been thinking about all day that I want to talk about with you, Acti, is voting third party. Because in the US, we have a two-party system primarily, Republicans and Democrats, right? And neither party represents most Americans, but they tend to vote for the side that leans with them the most. And also the ones that have the most likely chance of winning.
Yeah.
Because they have most of the money, most of the name recognition, all that sort of stuff, right? But it's hard for me as a leftist to say, I'm gonna vote for Kamala, right? When 80% of the things she stands for and says she wants to do, I disagree with, right?
Yeah.
Even though, Trump is 100% of what I disagree with and what I stand against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been thinking about this all day. Is it a waste for third party if I decide to do so? Because I vote for Claudia De La Cruz from New York, who agrees with me 100%. He's on her platform, right?
Yeah.
But then it's I'm throwing my vote away. And it's almost like I'm helping Trump. But I'm staying true to my values. I don't know. What do you think?
I do think if you're voting for smaller parties, I think it is a waste of the vote, because I feel that's the opposing bigger parties want you to do. For example, Trump hopes that people who might agree to some things that Kamala is saying, but for example, they don't support Israel. So then they go vote for Maria De La Cruz. And then the votes who are in Democratic Party, they're being, scattered, and then they don't get to win. I feel that's what they want. And yes, it's a theory, but it's also, I think it works sometimes. And maybe that's how Donald Trump got elected the first time,
Right.
Because those votes were just too scattered.
Yeah.
And for me, just thinking about the elections that we went through in Turkey, I feel if you don't want, the bad party to win, basically, you just have to put all of your forces into not letting him win.
Right.
Or at least that's what I did.
I got you. I get what you're saying. I mean, that did happen, right? Some people say Hillary lost because Jill Stein, the person for the Green Party, right? She was running and she got, I think, 1 million votes, right? Besides Hillary, she's the woman that got the most ever in election history, right? And so some people blame her. And then a few decades ago, right, on the right side, there was George H.W. Bush, George Bush's daddy. He was running for re-election. And there was a guy who was a third party named Ross Perot who split the right-wing vote, and that helped Bill Clinton win, right? So a lot of the times the third party is seen as sort of that upset candidate, the person that sort of distracts one side from going all in on the other guy or girl. You get what? So there's that. It's just this thing. It's when we eventually break out of this paradigm of supporting just what's good enough, because when are enough people say, I really don't like the Democrats or the Republicans, I'm really just going to follow that. and then we build up that third party or that new party that's
Yeah.
going to take the place. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's one of the downfalls of like the Democratic Party systems, because we have this, I think most countries have the same problem. There's like maximum 3 parties that you can choose from that actually has a chance to win the election.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, other than Democratic Party or Republican Party, I don't see any of the other parties actually going for presidency.
Yeah.
And then if you vote for them, it's just like a empty vote, you know?
Right.
And yeah, I wish it wasn't like that too, because there are parties, for example, in Turkey that I must fully support, but I can't because I'm always thinking like I should let Erdogan win.
Right. I got you. Once again, for everybody joining the stream late, I'm an American citizen, not like I got a dirty Indian who likes to come in here all the time and talk shit about American politics. When you're not even a citizen, I get to vote. I get to say, you don't have Cree, and none of you Russian bots out there, none of you European trolls, none of you white supremacists out in Australia who want to talk shit all day in the chat. I get a vote. I get a say. I might piss y'all off today. Anyway, my guy Ozzy jumped in here. He said, what county is your vote going to be registered in? Come on now, that's top notch. That's top secret. That's top secret. I can't be telling y'all all that. No, so it's Washita Parish. Washita Parish. That's where I live in Louisiana. And this is the thing, right? So I'm in Louisiana, right? And Louisiana is pretty much certain to go red, right? Because we have this system where it's not about how many people vote for the president. It's about which states go for the president, right? And so...
And red is?
Republican.
Okay.
All right. Y'all gotta remember, my wife's from Turkey.
Yeah.
My wife's from Turkey. So, yeah, it's like, even if I did vote for Kamala, right? More than likely, 98% chance that Louisiana will go Donald Trump, and he'll get all the points that are for Louisiana, which I think is about 7 or 9 points or something like that, right?
Okay, so it doesn't matter how many people vote for him in Louisiana. It does not matter.
No, well,
long as he
the
wins.
majority of people in Louisiana will vote for Trump. And that means all the votes that are counted for anybody else who didn't vote Trump sort of get nullified. Because all these people under Donald Trump's here, these are the electors. And so if you vote for Trump, what you're really saying is you're voting for these electors who are saying that we will select Trump on behalf of you, right? Now, technically, that's the way it should go. Technically. But the way Trump has been playing the game is like he's been getting Republican electors in different states to say that whether he wins the popular vote in that state or not, his electors will say, we don't want to verify it unless Trump wins. Because that's how he tried to steal the 2020 election.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
That does not make sense.
No, it does make sense because it's criminal and it's thievery and it's how they're trying to cheat. What they tried to do last time when there was the election, they got some electors that said, no, we don't verify these votes. And then they try to distract everybody by having the raid on the Capitol on January 6th.
Okay.
So they were going to have everybody focused on that, while meanwhile at the same time, they were going to have electors say, we can't verify if these votes are real or not.
Yeah.
So it is a crazy situation because that happened again, because Trump has even more of these crazy people up in office all across Louisiana, right? And yeah, there's also a possibility that my vote won't be counted either, because when I look on my absentee ballot, it says that for overseas citizens, your vote has to be in the office by 8 p.m. on election day, November 4th.
Okay.
Right? November 5th, whatever. And I'm not even sure about the date. Who cares? Because I just have to mail it in as soon as possible. So the thing is, right, it used to be in the past, if you had an absentee ballot, you would send it in and sometimes the mail would be slow. So they would count your vote 2 days later, 3 days later, whatever. But all these Republicans have been illegal immigrants, elections being stolen and taken, that they're now making it harder for people's votes to get counted, for people that are counted in different ways and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's ironic because I feel like most illegal immigrants support Republicans.
No. Number one, illegal immigrants can't vote.
Yeah,
like
also
Av
that.
Cree. Av Cree can't vote. The dirty, musty Indians in my chat can't vote. So the illegal immigrants can't vote. But go ahead.
Go ahead. What? I don't know what to say about that.
No, you were gonna say like the illegal immigrants are gonna like Trump. Why would they like Trump? Trump is calling them like saying that Haitians are eating cats and dogs and Mexicans are rapists.
But I feel like all the like conservative party representatives are like Mexican or something.
Oh, that's true because there's a lot of Latinos who like Trump. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the comments. Ozzy says Trump won Louisiana 58 to 40% in 2020. He won the white vote 77%, 22%, while Biden won the black vote 88%. Wow. Okay, that's a lot, and I think it's very likely that we'll see the same numbers, which is a shame because where I'm from in the Deep South, it's very black. And if every black person voted in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Tennessee, we could run the entire South. Like it could turn blue, Democratic, or whatever we wanted it to turn. But there's a lot of people that aren't engaged and wanting to vote because they don't see a point in voting.
Do you think it's going to be like the voting percentage is going to be higher this time? It was like that in Turkey last time because everyone was like looking for, a change.
I think it is very likely we're going to see a higher voter turnout just because of Kamala, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a chance for Americans to feel like they're making history again. And that's another.
Why are you saying feel like?
Because that's another thing that's on my mind too, right? 15 years from now, kids ask, Daddy, what did you do when Kamala into office? And I'm like, I voted for Claudia de la Cruz. I voted for Jill Stein. They'd be like, who the fuck is that, Daddy? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a part of me like, this is actually like kind of a historic moment. And a part of me is like, damn, if my doesn't matter anyway, at least be a part of the side of history that says, you know what, you helped in some small way. America fight, the anti-blackness, the misogyny that exists in our nation, helping elect the first black female president, right? Something we thought we would never see.
Yeah.
We didn't think we would get one nigga. We getting two in our lifetimes.
And it's a woman?
And yeah, we getting two niggas. One, we getting Barack Kamala in our lifetimes. Like these ghetto ass names in the White House. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I think like even though I don't agree with everything that Kamala is saying, I feel like she deserves a vote for just how like revolutionary it is really for America, I think.
Yeah.
And I do agree with most of the things that he says in terms of like general politics, right? But yeah, there are things that I don't agree, but if I were American and if I was voting, I would be able to like look over that at least.
Yeah.
Or, the future of the country.
Yeah. But the thing is though, like Kamala is out there, even though I don't care about this issue, I find it highly disturbing, that she's spreading lies and misinformation like Hamas raped Israeli women on October 7th, flip-flopping back and forth about whether she supports reparations for Black Americans or not in the form of cash payment, because she's talking about we need therapy. We need somebody you can talk to about the racism. No, we need cash. We don't need a personal therapist, no matter how hot they are. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing I understand, it's economics, it's America's games and like whatever the stuff that they have to play. So yeah, obviously Kamala as a possible president, she's gonna abide by that. So I don't think that's weird. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. But we knew that was gonna happen. If Claudia was as big as Kamala, I feel like she would say the same thing.
No. I feel like these are...
It's just that no one supports that enough that she cannot like get bigger. I wish people did, but yeah, when you think of the general picture, people don't want like all of that.
Yeah. I got you. Let me see what other comments are saying here. Law says, all I'm saying is blacks, Asians, and women for Harris 2024. I'm low-key not mad at that. I'm low-key not mad, with people voting on the sense of identity and also wanting to see a woman. Because if we think about it, the president is inconsequential in the sense that, while they are a very powerful person in the world, influential in their face and their words and everything, it's just a job you have for 4 to 8 years, right? And then somebody else can come in and fuck it all, like Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of what Obama did was pretty much water under the bridge, a sand castle, compared to what Trump did in 4. You get what I'm saying?
And also, like, I think in your system, also, like, to pass laws, you need to approve by the Congress.
Yeah.
And Congress is mixed.
Yeah.
All, like, representatives, right?
Yeah, our Congress is, like, ineffective because you need 60% of the senators to vote for something to pass. And right now, the only barely has 49-50. You get what I'm saying? So every vote's on partisan lines. Go ahead.
How can that change?
Well, the way that would change is if we get a big state like Texas to turn blue. That would be one way, right? So if Texas had 2 senators who were Democrats, right, and also a lot more representatives in the House. Texas is a very populous state, and the representation in the House is based on population. That would change a lot. Yeah, you would just basically need more senators, and also a reform of the law, because right now the law says 60% have to pass. It wasn't always that way, right? It used to be simple majority in the Senate, right? So somebody just needs to change that rule. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, let's go over some of these candidates real quick. So we have Kamala. By the way, when I got my ballot, I was shocked that Kamala was right at the front, on the top of the ballot. You feel me? I was shocked to see Kamala on the top of my ballot, and Trump's fat ass is all the way down here. I'm kind of low key thinking like the fat, stupid redneck Republicans in Louisiana. They're not even gonna see Trump. Like, they're gonna see all these small print words and be like, "I'm bad. I guess I'll just vote for the Constitution Party." You get what I'm saying? Like, it's actually funny. It's actually funny. Being an American is great. Unlike you, Av Cree, you dirty, musty Indian. Anyway, going over the candidates, Kamala, we already know, right? We looked up this guy, the American Solidarity Party, and his name was Peter Sonsky of Connecticut, right? And that party is like a Christian Democrat party or something like that. It was weird because it's like they oppose abortion but oppose the death penalty.
Yeah.
They like support gun rights, but they also want like Medicare for everybody, like healthcare for everybody. I was like, I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. It's like I like it and hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you rate that candidate, like the Christian Democrats, on a scale from 1 to 5?
From 1 to 5 is like a 2.
Like a 2? Really?
It doesn't align with my personal beliefs. Like, yeah, they want to do good things, but then they're also like somewhat backwards.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like being anti-abortion and things like that. So it's just makes sense for me.
I'm actually gonna give the Christian Democrats a 3 because it's not everything I want, and while they'll probably hate like gay people and trans people and stuff like that, like it's low-key fire that they're like repurposing the Christian imagery and dogma for like positive things. You get what I'm saying?
I think like if they edited if they made Christianity more modern, like accepting the gays, maybe saying okay to abortion, they might get like more popular.
Okay, but then they would have to make like Sam Smith the Pope.
And what's wrong with that?
That'd be crazy. Okay, so then we had Claudia de la Cruz, for the Socialism and Liberation Party. And we looked her up. She's like an activist / professor, and she's just go hard on Palestine. She's basically anything that I could ever dream for in my wet dream of politics. Medicare for all, free education, eliminate debt, end all the military interventions America does, the high budget that we have for the military, et cetera, et cetera. I really like that. Free education. Yeah, a higher minimum wage. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you rate the Socialism and Liberation Party?
Yeah, I think she was really good. Like everything she stands for, I feel like what we would want also in a country. Like if there was a country that was ruled like how she wanted it, we would move there probably. So I'm gonna give her a 5.
Right, but somebody might say the socialism and liberation, that sort of stuff. That's Sweden, Denmark, Norway, all the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, and those countries are like usually seen as the best countries.
Yeah.
In terms of like just social life, economic life.
Yeah.
They struggle with psychology of the people, but I think that's because of the weather. Yeah. And not necessarily like the living conditions. Yeah. Because like imagine living in freaking like Denmark and also having bad economy and
that would suck.
Like bad everything.
That would suck. But no, those countries are pretty rich, and they're basically welfare states, right? The contract they have with the citizens is like, we'll take care of you. You just give us all your money. You get a paycheck, give us 60% of it, and you get everything else free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the deal.
They don't even give them their whole money though. That's
What do you
the
mean?
thing.
No, they give them, like, you could be a rich
good.
man in Sweden, but you got to give up a big portion of that check.
Yeah, but I think they get it back. So what's wrong with it if you're getting like the worth of your taxes, basically?
Right. Well, that's
right?
that's the deal, right?
Yeah.
You know, you get what you pay for as a citizen. All right. Then we had Jill Stein of the Green Party, which I was surprised to see on the Louisiana ballot right here. They got Jill Stein and what is his name? Ajamu Baraka. Jill Stein and Ajamu Baraka. Boy, I know that's going to scare the shit out of some Louisiana rednecks. Oh, Ajamu Baraka. Or ISIS trying to run for president. I'm sick. Okay, so yeah, Jill Stein, Green Party. Basically like the Socialism and Liberation Party, but like diet version. You get what I'm saying? And a bit of like conspiracy theory in it. I don't know how to feel about not supporting like Ukraine though. That's the thing. When it comes to like, you know, what we see happening in Ukraine, I feel like it's still morally wrong what Russia did. Mm-hmm. And America, to some degree, America has a lot of wrongs, right? But I think there is some argument to make, like supporting Ukraine, fighting against a country, taking over another country is morally wrong. And if we can help, we should help. That's my stance on Ukraine generally, right? I could get into the weeds of it and say, yeah, Ukraine has Nazis literally running around and shit like that, and that it is probably a very racist, homophobic, misogynistic country and all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, because somebody is racist, misogynistic, and homophobic, and they're getting beat up by somebody bigger than them, doesn't mean I'm not going to say, like, yo, stop that. That's wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I think every country should be fighting for like ending the wars around the world, right?
Yeah.
Ending suffering, ending like any sort of conflict, because I feel like we've come to that stage in humanity, hopefully. But yeah, I think the reason why America supports Ukraine is more political than, you know, hearts. But yeah, I think America should support Ukraine.
Yeah, but the thing,
at least for their own good, because they're like versus Russia. It's like America.
Yeah, and I think just the cascading effects of Russia being able to take over Ukraine sets the whole world up for World War III.
Yeah.
Because Russia is definitely going to stop at Ukraine. They're going to want the Baltic states. They're probably going to try to come back to Hungary, Romania, Moldova, all that sort of stuff. I think it could get really nasty. Just say, yep, Russia, take Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the Green Party is about, key. That's sort of what I don't like. And this is probably one thing that most leftists would disagree with me on, right? Because I'm pretty sure Claudia de la Cruz would say the same. Rachel Fruit of the Socialist Workers Party would say the same. Cornel West would say the same. You get what I'm saying? Donald Trump would say the same, right? It's sort of crazy. Like the leftists and Trump agree on at least Ukraine. You get what I mean? And yeah, that's not where I'm at with it.
Yeah, me too.
Highlight said, Russia pushed into this war. The Russian population was bombed and discriminated for 8 years. Russia wanted to stop the conflict with 2 Minsk agreements. Both reject pressure from the U.S. I actually agree with that, Highlight. I do think that NATO is an antagonistic organization to Russia, right? Because Russia, imagine if like Russia had some sort of military pact with Mexico and they were doing military drills in Mexico City right across the border from Texas, something like that. And then they were putting nuclear weapons near Guatemala or whatever, Dominican Republic or something. I think America would act the same way towards Ukraine, towards Mexico, the same way Russia is acting towards Ukraine. So I agree with that, low key. Even if there is that antagonism, it still doesn't make it right for America to invade Mexico and Dominican Republic, to make the people suffer. And then we started bombing innocent civilians, which Russia has done. Russia has kidnapped Ukrainian children, brought them to Russia and said, now you're Russian now. Forget your Ukrainian language, forget your parents and everything like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think, you know, just because somebody's saying you're pushed into something doesn't mean that gives you right. Because if that's the case, as a black person, I should be killing every white person. Would I have the right to kill every white person because of the systemic racism that we deal with as black people? No, no. You wouldn't say that highlight because I'm pretty white man, and you would be terrified of a big black nigga busting down your door saying he gonna choke you to death. You get what I'm saying? So that makes no sense. There's no reason. I feel like there's no justification. But do you have any comments on that?
I think that NATO should exist, but the reason that NATO exists is there's a history behind Russia, right? And what Russia did in the history. And it's like a preventative measure. So yeah, I think it should exist because then who's gonna keep NATO, like Russia in check? And I would much rather have that controlling, group, a group of countries rather than just one force, like United States. But I also think there should be also an alliance against United States too, because United States also harmed a lot of countries around the world.
And the thing is, I think really the problem with Russia is not really Russia in and of itself as a country, meaning it's naturally going to be invading its nation. It's really just Putin, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think, because Putin comes from a different era. He was born at a time when Russia was huge. Empire, Soviet Union, right? And he said, like, Russia not having the Soviet Union is like one of the greatest catastrophes in history, right? So it's similar to what's happening here in Hungary, right? We have a person from a previous era with a previous mentality still dominating and ruling in the 21st century. That's why we're still getting 20th century results. You get what I'm saying? So I really think if Putin... I'm not hoping somebody assassinates Putin or anything like that. But when Putin eventually passes on, it's going to be a different Russia, hopefully.
Yeah. Let's say it's going to be different Russia, but then after that guy, there's going to be like even a crazier guy than Putin.
I got you.
So it's like you don't know what's going to happen. So then you have to take precautions. And that's why I think NATO is there. But I just think NATO is like just very... not effective. I think
effective.
It should be better.
I think it is effective, right? Because, the French get universal health care, the Germans get free education, Turkey have to buy nuclear weapons from anybody, right? Because America pays for everything. You don't have to... Turkey has an army. Greece has an army, right? But y'all spend like $50 a week, on your soldiers and shit like that. No offense. Right?
None taken. Y'all are just one.
Yeah, we spend more money on the military than we do education, healthcare combined, right? Because we're protecting basically everybody in Europe. Anybody who's like 50 away from Russia, you get umbrella protection from the U.S. And therefore, y'all take care of your citizens because Turkey has what? Free healthcare.
Yeah.
Right? You get what I'm saying? But anyway, Avery says, turn NY red. I know the Republicans are like shaking their boots because they see Texas is turning blue. Anyway, for anybody who's lit a live stream, I got my absentee ballot here. I don't pay taxes and I vote. I'm committing a crime live on stream. I'm exactly what Trump said happens. I got the illegal immigrants voting with me here. I got illegal immigrants in the voting booth with me. This is my absentee ballot. Where your musty Indians at? Where are y'all Europores at? Or where are the whiteness at? I got an actual ballot. What y'all gonna do? Nothing except cry and bitch. Anyway. Yeah. So this person was like the Constitution Party. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. I think they were like pro-guns and they basically love the Constitution as from the name. I don't really remember that much. I just remember that I did not like I feel like they were like pro-abortion as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scale to 5. Constitution Party, 1.
That's 0.
Socialist Workers Party, we didn't look them up, did we?
We did.
Socialist Workers Party, Rachel Fruits.
There wasn't like that many information about them, other than they are the Socialist Workers Party.
Yeah.
They just have a lot of history.
Yeah.
Information.
Most likely, judging by the name, I'd probably agree just off rip with like 75 to 80%, 90% maybe of what they agree with. But the question for everybody in the live stream, should I vote third party? I'm registered to vote in Louisiana. I will be filling out my absentee ballot so I can continue to talk shit on the internet about politics. And my sincere, honest question in my mind is like, if I vote third party, am I throwing my vote away? Am I throwing my vote away, by voting for Kamala in Louisiana, right? Or should I vote with my heart, like what I truly believe in, which candidate best aligns with my values? Or should I vote for the person that's probably going to win and I can have a cool story of saying I helped elect, the first black woman to sit in the Oval Office and get her coochie ate under the red desk. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, Libertarian Party. I think you really like this party.
Oh my God, no, I don't.
Tell us what you found out about the Libertarian Party.
So the candidate is Chase Oliver, right? And he's a gun freak gay person who loves guns, and he says gays can protect themselves better with guns, so we need guns. And yeah, he basically, I think he's also like a capitalist too, and he's just like really bad other than like being gay. That's the only good quality that he has.
Low key, his quotes are funny. He was like, a gay person with a gun is harder to oppress and harder to bash. Like he definitely came from like the 80s when he was like getting chased with like rocks and sticks.
Yeah.
Like for being the one gay guy in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like he lived through some shit. So I actually feel for his pain.
Oh God.
I feel for his pain, low key. But I'm gonna give the Libertarian Party, because they're so all over the place and crazy, because they say like we want less government, but we want more police. Like I'm gonna give them just a 4, just for the craziness of it.
Oh, 4?
I'm giving them...
He's like a freak show. He's so like he wants everything bad for America. He doesn't support free education. He doesn't support like.
He doesn't support Israel. He says no money for Israel. He called it a genocide.
Yeah, or Ukraine.
Okay.
And he wants to keep the taxes and things like that, everything. He doesn't support universal medical care. He thinks it's a Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi scheme?
Ponzi scheme. And he's just all bad. My score is 1, and that's for the gay part.
For the Libertarian. You don't want a gay man in office? He's gonna have
I do, but I don't want all the other things. Gay people can be bad too, and he's definitely a evil one.
He would be a total queen in the office. Like
I know he would be.
Oh God, that'd be great.
He would be serving guns.
It'd be great. I would like to know who are y'all voting for? Let us know. Who are y'all voting for? Y'all voting party? Y'all voting Trump? Y'all voting Kamala? Y'all let me know. In fact, I'm gonna put that. So let me change the poll right here real quick. And we're about to end this stream soon because it's late. I got a long day ahead of me. So who y'all voting for? Who y'all voting for? Big Daddy Donald, Crazy Kamala, I can't, I'm an Indian in a call center. All right, I can't, I'm Indian in a call center. All right, here we go. Y'all let me know who y'all voting for. What y'all voting for. Anyway, next we had up the Godliness, Truth, and Justice Party, led by Maddie Preston of Louisiana and Chanel Connor of Texas. They literally have no information online. Google them. There's only one video on YouTube that has like 50 views of Maddie Preston with her legs crossed and wearing like some knee-high Ugg boots, talking about insurance rates for cars are too high in Louisiana. I was shocked she was even on the. I applaud her for her bravery and just for her gumption. I give her a 5. She's literally who I want to vote for. She's the president America needs, but we don't know we deserve her. But yeah.
She's definitely very cutesy, very demure.
Very demure.
And like that video is like from 2020.
Yeah.
So I guess like she run before, but there's just no information. I wish they made her bigger because I think she deserves the spotlight.
She deserves the spotlight.
And like in that short video, I did agree with what she said. So yeah, she's like an older version and a better version of Kamala. Yeah. Basically. So I'm gonna give her like a 4.
Like I know she's gonna care about real down-home issues. Yeah. Like issues like it should be illegal to keep your Christmas lights up after February. Yeah. That shit's like annoying. Like she's gonna have like anybody with a cracked iPhone can get it replaced for free one time now. You know what I'm saying?
All the issues in church.
All the issues in church. Like, no more pastors with long-ass sermons. No sermons past 1 hour. You know what I mean? She gonna make some real-ass laws.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? Cute. The only point I take off is from God, because I don't believe in God. But
yeah. I wonder, how do you think she would stand on abortion? Maddie Preston. What do you think?
I mean, I think being from Louisiana and like you said, there is a lot of teenage pregnancies in Louisiana. I think might go for like No, pro-abortion.
You think so?
Pro-life.
I doubt it. It's the Godliness, Truth, and Justice Party. You know, she like, you gonna have that baby. You gonna have that baby.
Yeah, but I mean, what if she saw some shit, you know?
Okay. All right. So, what do you rank her, Maddie Preston?
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is still on the ballot. I don't know how Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is on the ballot right here. Y'all make it make sense. Why is Robert F. Kennedy on the ballot right here? Because he dropped out and he endorsed Trump. But I guess, I don't know. I'll be happy to see that because that means like some crazy redneck to be like, yep, I hate the vaccines. I'm going to vote for the Kennedy. You say, yep. Anyway.
I feel like he's just trying to copy Elon Musk. Like he has posters of Elon Musk in his room or something. And then he just like wants to do something like that. I hate conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I like theories, but like don't believe in it blindly. They are theories, so I don't like him.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 0. There's nothing to like about him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, outside of like the crazy conspiracy
one,
theories,
maybe.
the only thing he had going for him is like he supports like environmental change, like having more solar panels, wind energy, and stuff like that. Which is crazy that he endorsed Trump because Trump gets up there every time and says, "Winds, you see the wind panels? They make a lot of noise. Foo foo foo. It makes the property values go down. Who wants it? Who wants it?" And he talks about like, you know, all these solar panels. You need all this land. We don't have all this land in America. You get what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. Kennedy supports that when Trump is like so against anything green. You know what I mean? He doesn't eat green things. So of course he's not for green energy.
Yeah, 1 for the environmental part, but other than that, it's trash.
Okay. Anyway, so we got Donald Trump on the ballot right here. Big Trump right here with the elephant by it. Okay. Interesting how some people get a insignia by their things. Anyway, Trump, where do you rate him? 1 to 5?
-100.
-100. I'm going to give Trump actually 3. I'm going to give Trump a 3 just for having the balls to do it. Trump gets a 3 just for having like the, imagine trying to getting shot at twice by people who most likely would vote for you. You get what I'm saying? Like putting your life on display, going to jail for it, you know, getting accused of rape for it. Like he's like Diddy if Diddy had white privilege.
Wow.
Trump is Diddy with like all the maximum protection of whiteness.
Why does that sound so correct?
It's absolutely correct. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna like, all right, Diddy needs to go to jail, but I feel like they're gonna railroad him and send him for like 100 years. When at most Diddy should do maybe 7 or 8. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Diddy deserves at least a good 7 or 8 years.
I think he deserves a good 15.
No. Okay, 15. Let's say 15. Because I feel like he could get out and still be alive and have some semblance of a life. You know what I'm saying? We don't know all the crimes he committed.
It's like they should keep him in jail until his penis doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. He's a danger to pussy everywhere.
Yeah.
But Trump is Diddy walking, and just to have the bravery to just live life that balls to the wall, I gotta salute it to some degree. Even though he's a raging idiot and racist, you gotta respect it. He's like the most American of us all.
I cannot respect evil. I cannot.
Trump is the most American man that has ever walked. He's fat. He loves McDonald's. He don't know culture. His wife is just like like a Playboy pinup model. You get what I'm saying? Like those are the type of girls like you jerk off to when you're like 14, 15. He said, I'm a marry one of them. You know what I'm saying? He's like so us. We don't like it, but it's us.
No, he's a psychopath.
All right. Highlight says, have you ever heard of Lord Jamar? He has very similar views to yours. I would like to know what views are similar to mine and Lord Jamar. Please let me know. Because because Lord Jamar is very homophobic, and I got nothing against gay people. Jamar is also like a conspiracy theorist. He believes like the COVID vaccine was like manufactured to put microchips in our dicks or something like that. Like, I don't get how you could ever find me and Lord Jamar to be on the same level. I don't know. You have to do your backlog on me. You have to watch some of my previous videos, watch some of my previous live streams I did this year. You get what I'm saying? Let me just ask my wife, Acty, do you think I'm a conspiracy theorist?
No.
Do I come around here raging and ranting about, people getting chosen? Somebody, they chose Obama. You know, the
No.
Illuminati chose Obama.
No conspiracy theories talked about
In this house.
In this house.
Do I?
Because it just sounds silly. I feel like both of us.
Yeah. Do I go around, you know, saying how much I hate white people?
No.
No. Do I go
You're
around
married
saying?
to one.
Yes, exactly. Do I go around saying I hate anybody?
No.
Do I hate gay people?
You hate racist people.
I hate supremacists and racists, yes, but do I hate gay people?
No.
No, I don't.
Gay.
Yeah, I don't have problems with anybody. So I don't get how you could get Lord Jamar out of me. That's very funny. I was a 5%er. I was a 5%er in my past. And Lord Jamar, I believe, is still a 5%er, but not me. But yeah, I give Trump a 3.
Minus 100.
Okay. And finally, we have Cornel West of California and Melina of California. So I gotta say this, I'm surprised to see Cornel West on the ballot as well. Because this is Louisiana, baby. Like, I'm still surprised. I guess democracy does work to some degree. And Cornel West, you know, I think Cornel West would be a hilarious president because I'm listening to Cornel West. He's low-key one of my like intellectual heroes because of how well he debates and talks and stuff like that. And I think it would be hilarious just to see Cornel West like debating with like Vladimir Putin about like Ella Fitzgerald and like, I don't know, Tupac, and like talking about the intricacies of like the Harlem Renaissance and like, you know what I mean? The creation of hip hop and how that builds into the American prison industrial complex. Like, he'll just go off ranting at the UN about like, and Jamie Foxx and Stevie Wonder are 2 American icons. Like, ranting, just going off.
I've definitely heard his name. I don't know much about him.
Yeah.
So I did read his like Wiki page, right?
Yeah.
And just by the description of like the things that he does, he just seems too intellectual to be the president of the United States.
That's funny as hell. Like, he's too smart to lead us down.
Yeah, like he's the philosopher, intellectual, social like activist, like, all of these things. He wrote a book, maybe more than one. I'm not sure.
Well, technically, Trump wrote a book, right?
Let's not put them in the same things, because I feel like Cornel West actually wrote his book. Trump just like AI did. But like, I feel like he's too much of a professor, like too much of an intellectual to be.
Yeah, that's a great college professor, horrible fucking like road trip buddy. Like, the president should be somebody you could road trip and at least tolerate, not somebody you'll kick out the car like in the middle of the highway.
You know, Obama like fire playlists.
Yeah, Obama's got a fire playlist.
And Michelle did like some really good like chicken salad sandwich or something.
When we stopped on the road trip to Colorado, Obama's like, you know, it's legal here.
Like just slowly.
You know, I'm not the president, but I'm still the commander in chief. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go on the road trip with Obama.
You're rolling with the old.
It's like, once we're there, like, you know, I feel like Michelle is gonna do some like workouts, and she's gonna say like, "Girl, join me."
Oh, that's crazy. But Cornel West, Cornel West gets a 2. He gets a 2 because he knows better than this. Cornel, you know better than this. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eye, my nigga. You know better than this. This is wrong. You know you're trying to be the leader of American empire. And whatever you're going to do, you're going to have to kill at least one innocent brown person in the Middle East. Like, that's the deal. Like, you sign on to be president, and the first thing you have to do is press a button and, like, drop it on, like, an innocent, like, Iraqi bitch. Like, you know you have to do that. You wrong for that. So I actually give you a 2. So, yeah. Those are our candidates for president. Who would you vote for?
If I was you, like if I was voting for loser, well, you said like if you vote for the Democratic Party, it's not really gonna count. So I don't know. I guess if that was the case, I would vote for the Socialism and Liberation Party, so for Claudia de la Cruz. But I was in a state where like my vote would actually count. Then I would go for Kamala.
That's actually very smart. By the way, Electronic Jihad said 11 cents. Keep it up. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I'm gonna just say this. Actually, a very good point. Like, if I vote for Kamala in Louisiana, right, it's not gonna mean anything. It's going to Trump. And if I was living in a state where it did matter, my voice, I think I would vote for Kamala. But I think low key, the Communist Party isn't on here, so I should probably vote for Socialism and Liberation, because I at least have a clear conscience. You know, because damn, like if Kamala does win, and then 2 months later, 100,000 Palestinian children die, right? Like the police shoot some innocent black kid in the back, and Kamala says, "We stand with police." You know, I gotta live with that, low key to some degree.
Do you think she's gonna say that?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yes, hell yes. So even Obama did that shit. Every president, no matter what, whenever it happens to us, it's always police. We stand with police. We stand with the system. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because apparently it's our fault. When we're killed, it's our fault. Hands up, our fault. Can't breathe, your fault. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I mean, every president is gonna do fucked up shit, mostly fucked up shit, and then they're gonna do some good stuff, right? So that's just the reality of it. But yeah, I mean, you know, if it doesn't matter, I feel like you can vote for a third party.
Yeah, vote third party.
Yeah.
All right.
If you know for certain.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But it's still your choice.
yeah, a part of me also wants to see Louisiana become a swing state. You know what I mean? Like eventually, like it would matter, you know, if I vote Democrat or Republican. I feel like if there's enough people voting Democrat, right, in Louisiana, and I can be a part of that, that can show the Democratic Party, okay, there's a chance for us to win down here.
Yeah.
Because these voters are actually trying to show up for us. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, you said that there is going to be more participation in this election. So
Yeah.
do you think something like that? I'm not saying like it's going to change into Democrat, but it's just going to be more balanced. You know? Do you think with this election?
I think a big surprise might be more voter turnout in the South, and black people will show up in large margins, right? Like with Obama and stuff like that.
A lot of black women, I think.
A lot of black women as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would vote for
But also at the same time, there's a lot of people online, and who knows how big, because it's online, right? And who knows how big the internet is, right? Like somebody can have a viral song with 5 million views and only 50 people show up to their concert, right? So who knows how big the internet is? But a lot of people online are saying like, you know, they're not energized by the Democrats. What the Democrats have, you know, been taking black people for granted for years because, you know, they just try to scare us and say, well, the Republicans are racist, so you gotta vote for us. The Republicans are the crazy fascists, so you gotta vote for us. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what that's gonna look like in this election. If all that for the past 4 years that's been going in people's heads will really influence them to either not vote Republican or vote third party, I don't know.
I guess it also depends on how much people are scared of Republicans winning.
I think a lot of women are scared more than anybody else.
Yeah, so that they might go to the ballots then.
I think women in general, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, this is going to be the election,
Yeah.
right? Because they fucked up with Hillary. White women voted for Hillary, right? And yeah, when Trump got in office, abortion gone. Saying they're trying to take away IVF, which doesn't even make any sense.
What is IVF again?
In vitro fertilization,
Oh.
right? When they get you pregnant with a little test tube baby. Which doesn't make sense because like all the Republicans and stuff like that are saying our birth rate is declining when what they really mean is less white babies are being born. So you're making it harder for rich white people to get babies through the doctor because they decided to have kids when they were 45 after they became the senior middle manager at Tesco. You get what I'm saying?
How is I not pro-life?
I don't know. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Nothing the conservatives do makes any sense.
It does not.
We want more white babies, but we don't want IVF. You gotta fuck your wife. The Republicans all come down to fuck your wife.
Just be straight, fuck her.
Be straight and fuck your wife. But after Tyrone does it, after Tyrone fucks my wife, I'm gonna get around to fucking her. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Anyway, damn. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm gonna have to sleep on it about third party. I'm gonna sleep on it, but I'm leaning towards third party.
I mean, I think you can mail it next week. So.
Yeah. I gotta mail it as soon as possible because they're gonna try everything to try to discount my vote. But I won't let anybody discount my vote. My ancestors fought and died for me to have the right to vote, and not for no musty Indians out there in call centers, all up in my chat talking shit. You feel me? No musty Indians. No musty Indians. And in fact, I'm gonna vote for Trump just so we can kick all the musty
No,
Indians out.
stop it.
I'm sick of this. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I gotta say. This has been fun. Thank you for coming on Straight with me.
No problem. It's been hard to understand your system.
Yeah, it's insane. Our system is insane. I wish it was easier. Anyway, thank you for everybody that showed up. More live streams coming soon. Y'all be easy. Peace.